You basically get a fine of 1,000 to about 20,000 ringgit or imprisonment for 3 years.
So you do go to jail. When do you really have to start paying and declaring?
So the amount that you should look at will be 2,800 a month. So if you earn anything 2,800 in a month, 2,800 and above, it's time for you to start paying taxes,
right,
or 34,000 a year for those who do not have a monthly income.
So that means basically when you're a fresh grad, they generally will not have to pay tax, but they still have to declare, is it?
Okay, so if you're below the threshold, you don't have to declare at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to declare unless you're having other sources of income like rental or interest or anything, then you declare. But only when you reach the 34, you then start to open your tax file and register.
Also, generally, your employer, the accounting department, they don't generally give you a tax, or let's say you have an employee number, it doesn't automatically start going like, okay, 2005, we start deducting.
No. They will only start after 2,800.
What should a first-time taxpayer really know?
Okay, well, of course, first time, they will have to first set up their file, which is under the LHDN portal.
Right. And you do it yourself?
Yeah, they can do it themselves because it's quite straightforward.
Okay.
So the LHDN website, and it's called My Tax.
Right.
My Tax is e-daftar, where they can go under individual.
Okay.
The next thing they need to know is all the reliefs that needs to be claimed. And it'd be good if they know it in advance so that they can actually start, contributing, whether it's insurance or, those kind of things.
Zakat payments and stuff like this, right?
Yeah, zakat payments and, parental care as well. They're supporting their parents.
Insurance, is it life insurance or medical insurance that also
you get both. You get the life and you get your medical. And they've got to know that they have to keep all these documents for 7 years.
7 years? Okay, right. Okay.
Yeah. So, I think these are the information that they should know in advance that, whatever they're doing, they've got to keep it for 7 years. So they need to have a system and follow it regularly.
When you say a system, do you mean like they need to file all the receipts, whatever it is? Or is it better for them to scan everything? Because the receipt, sometimes it just fades away.
Yeah. So, you can actually scan those receipts because most of the time the petrol and all those receipts actually in those kind of papers actually,
those fax paper quality, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So, or you can photostat the receipts and then,
So photocopy is allowed?
Yeah, photocopy is also allowed. Though the tax department actually says they need actual receipts, but many cases now we've also been emailing the receipts and things like that. So you are still supposed to keep the papers. Maybe you can circle it, the figures, and so that it doesn't fade. But always have a backup.
There's all these urban legends, I suppose, that people keep throwing around. When you don't pay your taxes, you go to jail. So what does really happen when you don't pay taxes?
Okay, so there's an offense and they have actually increased the penalty from last year onwards. So what happens, it's called an offense, which is the willful evasion. Okay. So you're willfully evading to pay taxes. Yeah. And you basically get a fine of 1,000 to about 20,000 ringgit and or imprisonment for 3 years.
So you do go to jail?
Yeah, you can either, depending on the situation. So either way, it's either you pay the fine or you go to jail, or you can even have both. Plus, there's a penalty of 300% of total tax amount that you've not paid.
Oh my God. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so, just say you've got 10,000, you pay 30,000. If you have 100, it's 300K.
So basically they're saying, you might as well pay your taxes, because if you don't, you're paying a heck of a lot more.
Yeah, that's right. So, and now with these tax audits that they keep sending letters out now, they're really going hard on it. So, I would really advise, and that's why I'm doing a lot of interviews and trying to educate people that, even if it's the smallest thing, just make sure you declare everything correctly. You have your receipts. If you want to reduce your taxes, try to, have all your receipts, in place.
Hey guys, we hope you loved that discussion, but for the full discussion and all our other videos, click right here. And remember, don't be a dick.